Hello and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. This is Matty B, but you may also know me as Fulgrim Rockrender. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence, language, and other adult themes. But I mean, what do you expect from a dwarf? Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Alright, well, with all that out of the way, I've got my hammer, and I think I need a pint of beer. Vinny, where are you, lad?
Maybe he tried it once and didn't like it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and this slot plays D&D with me, albeit a shorter D&D night for us, as we have limited time this evening, so bear with the abbreviated version, the abridged version of this episode. Yeah, listen to half speed. It'll last so much longer.
Maybe if we all talk really fast. It'll make it all really fast.
Maybe talk really fast.
Okay, ready, and go.
Okay, so tonight's prompt, players, as you introduce yourselves. Sure, what's your favorite kind of... Thank you. Keeping in mind the bear of this episode, pick your favorite bear. I'll start. The Berenstain Bears. Berenstain Bears.
Have we done this?
Raise your hand if you were homeschooled.
I went to the library a lot. Thank you very much.
That was lion. We got to do tigers at some point.
Oh my. All right. Good. Next person in line.
Yeah, I'll go.
Faster.
I'm Preston, and I play Lucius Asmar Sorcerer.
So fast.
And
Lucius
my favorite
Asmar
bear
Sorcerer?
is a moon bear. I like moon bears.
Ooh,
I like the
moon bears.
Moonasa. I've been watching this show, guys!
Nice.
What, Survivor?
No, ghosts.
I love ghosts.
Said I for you guys.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
I
understood the reference.
I'm Matty B, and I play Fulgrim, the Dwarven Paladin, and my favorite bear is Urlocker.
God damn it. I can't go anywhere with you people.
You wish it was.
What?
He's a Chicago Bear.
Oh.
Football player.
That was an name of a
Nice.
mystical beast
Nope.
from Lord of the
No,
Rings.
I wish. I wish. No, I wish he would
do
do something cool like that. Nope, just a Bears fan, just trying to push his agenda on us.
I
All right, moving on down the line.
TBD, Gem, Draconian, Fighter 10, level 10. Favorite bear, don't know, but the one that popped in my head was Fozzie. Waka Waka.
Waka waka.
Good one. I like that.
Hey everybody, this is Drew. I play Zeph, the Draconian druid, and my favorite bear is bearing your soul.
Oh, Jesus.
Go.
Next.
You can bear
Soul bear.
You can bear Jesus if you want. But
Everyone. This is going to make the episode seem longer because this is going to take 2 minutes.
it does seem longer right now.
People just stop listening.
I'm like,
It's fair, it's not good
I'm
content.
aging right now.
Well, we all are aging right now. This is Will. I play Glyph Kazidi, the male lizard folk artificer, level 10.
He loves
And
all
I would-
bears, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, he's just into bears.
I was going to go with the bare naked ladies.
Oh.
Yes,
One week from
Thank you for not singing it so we don't get...
We're going to get a copyright strike.
Well, we
We're
might.
gonna get a copyright strike. That was so...
That was on point.
Don't flatter yourself, dude. Elvis?
Can you imagine Elvis singing that song?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's pretty
awesome.
good.
Oh, baby, let me be hooked to that. Your loving teddy bear hooked to that. That's Elvis.
Oh my gosh. That's
Elvis
good.
is teddy bear. Is that yours?
Elvis is teddy bear.
No, but Drew with the Elvis deep cut. My name is...
It's not her fault you were alive when you performed.
Nose.
Isn't he still alive?
Yes. My name is...
Who's still alive, Matt?
Elvis.
Oh! And the curse continues. All right.
Dang it!
my name is Michelle, and I play Kenneth Quinn, and I'm gonna say the Bear Jew. There you go.
Oh, from Glorious Bastards?
Nice.
That's really good.
There we go. Good one.
I love
That's a
Inglourious
good
Bastards.
Oh my god, you killed Fozzie Bear.
Did anybody see Cocaine Bear?
My friends did.
It's on Peacock.
If
Apparently
you
it's
kill
goofy as
Fozzie
hell.
Bear, do you kill a puppeteer, or just like
Just
his
his
hand
arm.
falls off?
Just leprosy. It pops out like an action figure.
Leprosy.
That's how you take care of any
like how
puppet.
he
Is you
thinks
make sure the
that's
guy
how
has
leprosy
leprosy.
works.
That's a good way to do
100%
it.
just no lip.
You
Your arm falls out. Leprosy? Yeah, your arm falls
Well, what
out.
makes Fozzie, like the Fozzie,
Pheasant bear, yes.
not Fezzy, not Fezzy, but
Pheasant bear was my father, Waka Waka.
Oh my gosh, I love the
This is
idea
so
of Fozzie
stupid.
Bear doing like serious cinema.
Oh my gosh, he's an Inglorious Bastards. We're in the business of killing Nazis, Waka Waka.
Yo, I would watch that.
I would watch a Muppets version of Glorious
That would
Bastards.
be so good. And the people up in the fucking
Yes.
It'd just be all the Tarantino movies, but it's instead
Yes.
the Muppets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Muppets version of it, yeah.
Obsession is gonna get weird with
Oh
that.
my
How are they
God.
gonna make that
And
work?
Beaker can be the geek.
Ooh. I just want to see the
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
No, not
I
Pulp
just
Fiction.
want
The one where
commentary.
they're
The
all
gimp,
different.
that's
No, they're all
Beaker
different
is the
colors.
Oh, Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, Muppets Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the standoff at
Jim
the end.
Henson presents. Wow.
Oh, I would love that.
We're going to keep making Muppet versions of movies and jump into episode 67 of the Gutscar Chronicles. So the last time we were here, the party had arrived on the Rove under the suspicion
Sorry,
of
it
being
had to be done.
under the suspicion of being spies or loyal to the Brasslands, and were under the scrutiny of the Gear King, a massive Goliath individual who runs the Rove. Before being able to plead their case, trappers immediately emerged on the ship and a fierce battle ensued, injuring many, almost slaying one. But in the end, the party was victorious thanks to some pretty good hits and a air elemental form that Zeph had not taken before. And when the Gear King, fury still boiling over, was ready to punish them for this terrible, terrible thing, a familiar individual stepped in to intercede. Young Robinson, who is now a bit older, seems to have been trying to help as best he could. And that is where we find ourselves tonight, with Robinson stepping in front of his uncle and saying, "I can speak for them, Uncle. They saved my life once, and well, I owe them." And he kind of turns around. He's sorry, I couldn't have been here sooner. I just realized what had happened. Hello again.
Well,
I give Robinson a hug.
Oh, yes.
Hey Mike, good to see you. And I run past him and just start busting frostbite cantrips to try and put this thing out.
Oh.
As you rush over there, there is the sounds of clanging bells in the background, and more individuals are now coming out of the city
With buckets.
Volunteer firefighters,
basically,
bunch of
just
punks with
running,
buckets.
rushing out. You do see a couple individuals who seem to immediately begin to cast some sort of spells to either mold water or move air, just to begin to combat the flames. So flames are being attacked, but yes, you can definitely pitch in and help there.
I could use Freedom of the Waves, and I'd like to do that as
Sure.
well. If we're doing
I want to
that.
cast Absorb Elements. I just want to fall into the flaming ship and absorb
Just absorb all the
1d6
elements.
worth of flame.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be easy.
All right, so those of you who are not fighting the fire, you're still there. You can still be there and have the conversation.
Yep.
So TBD, Zeph, or TBD, Thulgrin, and Lucius are yeah, and Tyrlif.
And Tyrlif.
But the Gear King kind of looks down at Robinson and looks at all of you. So, you'll be the ones that saved me nephew, or spared his life more appropriately.
Yeah.
I mean, he was running with a bad crowd, so.
So he
Like, they're
tells-
incompetent and bad people.
Oh, hey, we got something for you. Let me rub
You're
it.
fighting a fire. You specifically said you're fighting a fire.
Yeah, it takes 6 seconds for me to do that.
You're gonna run over, cast a spell, and run back.
Yeah, for sure.
God, why do I try to like parse this out if everyone's just gonna throw their opinions
No
in?
need.
Don't know.
Oh, hold on. I got a necklace for you. We're supposed to give this to you. Also, you guys' accents are very different. You'd figure.
Is your name actually Robinson?
Yes. Of course.
Okay.
I swear I name dropped you.
Name drop.
I said your name.
Yes, well, my uncle's not the most trusting individual, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can tell. That makes sense.
He lets his emotions get the best of him. What are you be talking about, boy? Nothing, Uncle. I was just explaining to my friends why you're so cautious about protecting your city. Hey, I get a little over-exuberant at times, but you can't be too careful, especially when you did bring them aboard my ship.
Well, we didn't do that actively or consciously.
Right, but it still happened, so I'm going to have to take that into account. But you did save me, boy, and I do appreciate that. A debt for a debt.
Did anyone see me take that guy out? Was that cool or what?
You're so brave.
Yeah, I come back now after having absorbed fire. Wait, which guy are you talking about, buddy?
I would just like to mention that there was a beacon of some sort in amongst our stuff. Maybe we should get rid of it securely as well as make sure there are no more trappers or beacons around, because they could probably not find you if we get rid of anything like that.
Oh, hold on.
Quite right. He turns to Zippor and says, "You heard the man. Make sure it's done." And Zippor nods and begins to shout orders to a couple individuals, two of which come over and begin to cast, you see them beginning to cast a spell to quickly find the small item. They fish it out, and you see others rushing off to begin to walk along the perimeter of the Rove, and you see them beginning to mutter some spells and whatnot. The captain, the Gear King, nods and is like, "That'll make sure the wards are reinstated."
Hey, what if instead we tie it to a crow and just have it go any other direction? So that way when they all...
The beacon?
Yeah.
Well, those who left probably know it's a lost cause at this point, and we'll make sure our defenses are fortified, so...
Yeah, but imagine they come back for reinforcements at the beacon place, and they're 800 feet in the air, and it's just a crow, and they just...
He reaches out.
Professionals, this is their lifestyle.
He reaches out and takes the little object from the sorcerer and just crushes it in his hand. Does that suffice?
I guess it'll work.
Perfect. And he just he lets his hand go. Not pieces, dust.
Hey, Cliff, I want to talk to you about something. Listen. No, how would you feel if someone came up to you and was like, "Hey, maybe you should shoot like this"? You know, someone who never done it before. Someone who just got their first rifle.
Well, I guess the question would be, would it help me to shoot better?
Right. And do you think you, as a professional and a person who gun play as their lifestyle, they would know, basically in an instant, whether or not that advice was good and useful to them or not?
I see a scenario. Let me raise tit for tit. Say someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, next time you go to blow a guy all the way off a ship,
right,
maybe do it this way." What would you do? How would you take that?
I would love the advice, because frankly, I'll try anything. I just tried blowing a guy for the first time today. And so if someone wants to give me advice on blowing guys better, I think I'll at least try it. But I'm a novice, you see. This is new to me, and shooting guns is your profession. So I'm just saying he's a professional.
I see your point. That makes sense.
Sky guy.
Yeah, I'll leave it to him. Yeah,
okay,
he was in the right.
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
It's just about seeing things through other people's eyes, you know.
That's perspective.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Everyone's
sorry about that. You made a good executive decision. Not that you need my approval.
Now, do you know much about blowing guys that you could tell me stuff? I mean, I did pretty good. I got him off.
Wait, guys, why are we here?
Yeah. The town.
Potholes covering TVD's ears during this whole conversation.
Wait, this is not episode 69?
No.
Oh.
2 more episodes.
2 more episodes.
Fuck.
Almost there.
We're just fluffing it.
You're you beat me to it. You beat me to it by just
sorry.
so close.
How do you foreplay episode 69?
Easier than you think, actually.
I mean, just soft
it's at this point you realize the Gear King's been talking to Zippor and hasn't been paying attention to you guys. Turns around and goes, "Right, so welcome aboard the Rove, officially this time. Not as spies, but as guests of me humble estate."
I'll give him the necklace.
He takes it.
Robinson wanted us to give that to you.
Aye,
a while back.
It be a mark of the Rove. Those who bear it bear the goodwill of the Rove itself.
Oh, cool.
Well, you might not need that after
I thought he was
all.
gonna crush it.
And it came with a free week-long
He hands
vacation.
it. He hands it back to Robinson.
All we have to
I
do is
believe-
go to this introductory
I believe this be
seminar.
yours, son. Hands it back. Robinson takes it and
Oh
kind
my gosh,
of.
the Rove is a timeshare in the sky.
Oh,
I've got a PowerPoint presentation I'd love to show you.
It only takes 120 minutes, and you get free breakfast.
Timeshare in the Sky is another band name.
Yep.
I mean, we gotta make ends meet somehow, you know.
That's
It's-
right.
The economy up here is a little rough. I mean, we don't really. It's not really import or export. It's just kind of.
Steal and keep
Not
your-
everyone really feels that this is a lifestyle for them year round. Most
Right,
people
right.
are
Yeah,
only
most of
here.
the time it's like snowbirds come in and they're like, we want to do something on the off season. So
Can I live here?
Let me tell you about our point system. Now, if you don't want to stay here at the Rove, we've got a number of.
First thing
we have some
available on
stationary
Patreon.
ports that we can do.
That's
We can
right.
put
Oh my
chat.
gosh.
Come
That
around at certain points.
If we ever have a Patreon, that should be the first thing that goes up there.
What?
The Rove PowerPoint presentation on this time.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Done.
I like it.
I'm gonna write that
We,
down.
we can play. We can play the people who are sitting through it. It can be great.
Yeah, this whole thing.
I'm
Okay.
not paying them.
As all right, so as this is happening, the Gear King stalks away and begins to shout orders to other people, and Robinson kind of like watches them go and is like,
Hey.
"All right, you all seem like you need a little bit of reprieve and rest. Let's make our way to the
all around. Sorry.
let's make our way to towards the city. We can find you some food and hopefully some supplies to heal your wounds.
No, I'm okay.
No, I insist. This way, please."
I'm good.
Anytime Zeph talks while he's in wind form, can someone go
Yes,
in
yeah.
background?
He leads you guys deeper into the city, and you begin to see the Rove itself. A pretty well-sized city with one main road that kind of seems to cut through the middle of it, with many thoroughfares that kind of jettison out to different sides. The main road itself is covered in houses, shops, different establishments of all kinds. There's really no organization to this place. And it definitely, now that you've walked away from the chaos of the dock itself, there seems to be a much more, like, vibrancy to this place. Everyone is moving around, doing their part. It seems like
I
very...
imagine this whole place is iridescent.
No, it is quite dingy. And there is a perpetual smell... There's a perpetual smell of, like yeast or, just like...
Ammonia.
No, not pneumonia.
Everyone's
It's
pissing.
it's not bad, but it's
Red
definitely
and urine.
like an ale-ish kind of smell.
This place, I think, is powered by beer.
But he leads you guys into the city itself. As you guys are moving through, people are looking in your direction, but not really like regarding you. But it seems like some of the attention is drawn to the dock, the rest of it is drawn to the city itself. But he brings you guys to what looks to be a large building just off to the side after about a 20-minute walk. This building is the biggest one on this thoroughfare, and it appears to be some sort of a common house or a building of some kind that as he walks in, you can see there's food being served. It's a several-story building. So there's definitely like different floors and stuff like that. But as you walk in, you can see that there is it's a big open room with several levels on either side. As you walk in, you can see there's a sign on the front of this thing called the Angry Whale. And as you step in, you can see the first thing you notice is a large whale skeleton in the middle of this building. Now, draped off of it are large candles that are dripping wax off of it. So, like a giant chandelier made of a whale. And
What
the
species?
I'm sorry.
The whale. What species?
Make a nature check.
Like,
It's been a minute. It wears off.
Please.
Nature
Let us
check.
have
Skills. Nature.
Nature.
-1. Why am I a druid? 5.
5.
What?
It's a whale.
And you can tell it's a whale because of the way that it is.
Very. You can also, but you can see with this that the whale's lower bone jaw is turned upside down. So instead of having this like sweeping upwards arc, it has a downward arc to its jaw, giving it almost like a frown. But as you walk in, you can see there are many people just kind of moving in and throughout the establishment. Robinson sets you guys down and calls for some drinks and some food, as you guys can take some time to kind of rest and recuperate. You can take a short rest at this point and recuperate what you need to.
Oh, thank goodness.
Love that for me.
Love that for me as well.
Yes, I love that for Lucius.
Lucius. I'm gonna use
Yeah,
all
I
my
don't
hit
have
die.
that
Yeah.
ability.
Why the hell not? 10d6 hit die.
Short rest?
39 HP. I'll take it.
As you guys set into the tavern, you can see that there is, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, but there's Robinson brings you guys to a table, gives you some food, serves you up some drinks, and just kind of sits down and goes, so, how did you find me, out of curiosity?
We had Zeph's Cry.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh.
We tried getting in contact with
The Rove itself.
the Rove itself too, and that led to some existential stuff, but...
Oh, yes. I couldn't imagine trying to actually communicate with it. It's quite the...
Where actually
Don't.
are we right now?
In what regard?
Like, in terms of, like, are we...
Launched it last year?
Like, the last thing we know, we're close by to Gear Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not anywhere near there.
Right. But, like, where are
We in Uldal.
we?
Where are we?
Actually, yes, we are off the coast of Udal at this point.
Free from the fucking tyranny of the brass
Oh, here we go. And
So
I
we-
kick one of the dead trappers. Like, thank God's in heaven.
I cast Revivify just to kill him again. I'm kidding.
Go ahead, ask him 5 questions. Why, you piece of shit? How long have you been a piece of shit?
Robinson just kind of nods. The purpose of the Rove is to be mobile, so there's been any opportunity that they have to move, they do. So currently we're moving on the coast. I believe we're going to be heading back towards the Hammerfell side of the Breastlands at some point, but mostly just out of sight, out of mind.
Kane's Rest?
I wouldn't know. You'd have to ask one of the navigators, but I would assume we are near that area at some point.
Did someone grab my clothes?
No.
As that happens, you hear and Pothole finishes pushing the crate up into and like
He looks like young
and like
Link
sits
pushing the
down.
boulders.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
like
yeah.
sits down like tired from pushing the crate all the way after you
Hey,
guys.
buddy, take a little bit of time off. You've done great.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Can I sneak him one? You know,
One what?
A beer.
drink.
He gets too tired to drink it right now.
That's fine. He absorbs
damn,
it. He'll
that's
wake
not
up
true.
slow.
Go ahead, open the hatch. Open the hatch. Open
gonna-
the hatch. Stealth check at
He has to
disadvantage.
try to like.
Yeah.
Does
It's been.
does
it's
Pothole
been
consent
trapped,
to
right?
this?
Oh yeah,
Pothole's never too tired.
I made that the squeakiest hatch of all time. Good luck.
No, it's not.
You hawked the WD-40, Loogie?
That's what Kenneth does.
Anyhow, so as this is happening, Robin just kind of sits back and he's like, "Well, I am glad that you were able to convince my uncle, well, more or less, that you didn't mean him any harm. I would feel terrible if my debt had not been repaid with as much kindness.
That would have been embarrassing.
It would have been quite. Thankfully, I heard of the ruckus at the docks, and I was able to make my way down there faster than as fast as I could. And then I saw that the chaos had broken out, and saw you needed help. But I have to ask though, why come look for me?
So we were looking for you to look for someone else. We were looking for an elvish lady with a tan complexion. Has the tattoo of like the Rove.
Oh, and he holds up his wrist, and you can see the same tattoo on his wrist.
Motherfucker, yes.
Yeah, so like usually those are given to people with station, right? Or like more ingrained into. Like
well,
I'm
yes.
wondering if that thins the tan elvish lady. It has some. I know Robinson. We haven't really like spoke for a while. It has some like world. It's very important. It's very important. The world.
Right.
We need to find this person.
Oh yeah, we're saving the world.
We're saving the world right now. I know that's kind of hard to believe.
Well, it is. Yes, it's been quite some time since I saw you last, so I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You all seem to be more of the heroic types when we last met, but I'm very glad to see that you are.
Well, after I save the world, I'd love to come back here and commit crime with you.
Oh, but no.
It's a
Did
date.
you give up your life of crime?
You mean the Pickertons?
Yeah.
Yes. Shortly after you released me, I decided that I needed to find a different people to work with, and I fell into the employment of a certain Aarakocra captain. Who?
Oh, so now you're doing pirating for the right side.
Well, we did pirating for pirating's sake for a while, on the Opal Sea for a while, a little bit on the Black Sea, and that's when I was able to convince Sapor that he could find better employment working for the Geek King, and so we were able to locate the Rove and recruit him.
You seem like you've grown a lot.
It has been quite a while, and
You seem like less of a coward. Off the rip.
probably not
that's
as much
one way
as
to put
I
it.
would like to be, but I did realize that the people you surround yourself with do have an influence on your life. So,
Oh, isn't that the truth? You
Yep.
really,
Captain Zapor was very good at teaching me how to be an upstanding individual while still seeking fame and glory. But overall, it wasn't. His alignments were what convinced me that he could be an asset to the Rove, which is why I convinced my uncle to let him join up as a privateer.
Hell yeah.
So you're like a talent scout now for the Rove?
No.
I can resurrect the dead, I can heal, I can remove curses, I can...
He cannot stay conscious for very long.
Yeah, he's got real weak ankles, but other than that, he's great.
I appreciate your sales pitch, but that's more of...
Warn him if you're sneaking up behind him. You don't want to surprise him.
He poops.
You know, like fainting goats, kind of like that.
I, in fact, have one of those goats. I love it. And as that happens, boom, with a big thud, the Goliath sits down on the bench. Anybody who's on the bench next to him immediately rises up about 3 inches.
He just lawn darts in his...
As the bench bends under his weight, and he sets down a mug. Clearly, his eyes a bit more sparkly, as he seems to have kind of relaxed a bit now that the fight is done. Takes another big gulp of his ale before setting it down.
Hello?
So, what brings you to the Rove?
We're looking for someone. We're looking for...
Who you be looking for?
I do not know their name, but it's... What?
Listen, before we get this, I'm not going to be able to think about anything until I ask this one question. You see, this guy, one of you guys I was trying to help up in the turret, got his head smashed, fell overboard. Was he, like, buckled in or anything? Is he okay? Is it, like, was he retrievable? Or, I assume that you'll have, like, safety harnesses for people who operate in dangerous positions like that.
Here on the Rove, we know that great risk comes with great reward or great failure. So
No,
in answer to your question, no, he's
dead.
Unfortunately, yes. But
Hi, is this
what's nice is that his body is probably obliterated when he hit the ground, so nobody will recognize him.
Yeah, and he's not going to hit the ground for another 2 minutes, so...
That is so
All
dark.
right, now, okay, right.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a tan, elvish lady with a tattoo on their forearm.
And why would you be looking for such a person, if you don't mind me asking?
Remember when we were saying like saving the world stuff?
Aye.
I believe I explained to you that they might possibly have either a lead or might be the vessel of Ta, Rune and Ma, the 3 great gods of this land, or used to be before Ta, fell and.
I know the stories, lad. You don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Me up on it.
It's like a lot.
It is. You come aboard my city and tell me that one of my lieutenants is the key to saving the world. It's you'll have to forgive me if it's not.
I understand.
hell.
When you know this person?
Aye. Anyone who has a tattoo is part of the Gear King's inner circle.
Well,
as it
that's
were.
great.
Well, maybe we could just obviously it's someone close to you, and so just can you please let them know for us that we would like to meet with them? can make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, go for it.
Can I get advantage for being polite?
Also,
You know what? Sure. I like that. I like your enthusiasm. Let's go ahead and do that.
Heck yeah. All right.
I'm confused by his lack of confidence, personally.
19 plus. Let's see. I want to see the big number. Plus 9, 28.
Holy
you
moly.
charming little
Damn.
sneaky snake.
You were so polite.
He saw your dimples.
The
and he
Gear
was
King
like,
sits
"I'm a
back.
soft spot."
Again, his
Someone can
eyes...
give me advice on
His
blowing.
eyes kind of glazed over as you're talking,
Yeah.
and then just a big old smile across his face. Of course I'll put in a good word for you. I mean, you saved my nephew, for goodness sakes.
Well, he saved us, so it's even for sure.
Aye, yes, debts are all paid. No more owing nobody anybody. You know what? Sure, I will put in a good word with Fenno and see if they agree to meet you.
What was that name?
Fenno.
Finno?
That'd be their name.
F-I-N-O-W?
Like a minnow.
For newts.
Fenno.
Like a minnow. With Finno. Hey, listen, I know we're kind of past it, but I still feel bad. We really didn't mean you any harm. We didn't know the trackers had bugged us.
Right. You have to understand, being in charge of a city comes with not its own fair share of paranoia, so...
No, and rightfully so, but I'm just saying.
Just be glad I didn't decide to take me anger out on you when it started.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm real glad. I mean, don't
Good.
do it now either. But, you know, hey, sorry.
It's alright. Like I said, all of the misunderstandings been,
No, but do you
rectified.
understand that we're sorry about it, though? Come
It
on,
seems
guys,
like you are.
I'm very apologetic about it.
Yeah.
I never trust anybody who says
I'm feeling less sympathy. It's less
sorry.
serenity.
The
you
more we
never
talk,
liked
the
chicken
less-
before.
Yeah, right. The less sincere it sounds, the more it's
We should probably try that.
More it sounds.
Anywhere we can stay the night or something.
Of course, the Angry Whale has plenty of room for anybody who needs to sleep off a night of drinking or find a
What time
place.
of day is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
I would say it's afternoon at this point. You guys got here in the morning, and it's only been a couple hours since all that stuff. So it's
Who
about
wants
afternoon.
to start drinking?
Probably for the best.
I think
My hips are
Pothole
really
probably
stiff.
would. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and get Pothole drunk.
I look at the bartender and I'm like, a round for everyone and another round for this table.
Oh, hey, Lucius.
For
the
everyone in the
Googly's back.
tavern?
Yeah.
Which is
I'm in a good mood.
Oh my
814
gosh.
gold
So-
blade.
Don't
I
you
have-
guys
I have
remember
200 I have
Lucius, the guy who
256
throws
gold.
money away?
And I do have a history of being very generous.
Oh, yeah.
For 48 gold pieces, you can buy a round of drinks for everyone.
Damn.
Alright.
Isn't one gold basically the
So-
equivalent of like a week's wages for a poor person or something?
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
holy shit.
Well,
There's a lot of people
I
in
mean,
here.
there's poor and there's poor. Come on.
Lucius doesn't even flat
Well, we
eye
all
and just
poor.
gives it over. Just like, because their smiles are worth it.
Immediately, the whole tavern is like, ah, like raises mugs to you, just like cheering you on. Excuse me, the
I'm being
bartender, a large bugbear, immediately pulls all the gold in and goes, right away, sir, and just starts ladling out a bunch of like drinks for everybody. And immediately hands another giant mug to the Gear King, who takes it and starts drinking out of it.
Hell yeah.
As the Gear King sets the mug down, he kind of looks at all you, like belches loudly, and goes, "All right, to talk to Finno, it will take me a few days to speak with them and make sure that they're interested in having a conversation with you. So, give me 48 hours to work this all out. I'll let you know what becomes of it."
Okay.
Is Finno like not here? What's the
She's here, but you have to understand, many things go on in the Rove, and sometimes it takes a while for us to have meetings with others. Even though I am king, I respect the responsibilities of everyone, and everyone here does their part, so give me time to meet with them and not just, blindside them with, hey, there's a bunch of people who need to speak with you. There's certain ways of going about this, and I
respect
trust
everyone's-
Finno with
yeah.
my life, so I want to give them the same respect they are due.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, that
not
makes
that
sense.
you're our like personal tour guide or anything like that, but
But of course not! That's Robinson's job! He smacks him on the back. Oh,
I guess what's there to do around here?
Whatever you wish. I mean, there's...
Yeah, and is there anything special?
Can we go pirating?
Well, not right now. We're currently traveling, and once we stop, we can maybe, but that could be whenever the navigators decide it. But the city is large enough, whatever you would like. There's shops, there's entertainment, there's all kinds of stuff.
Can you describe the Gear King in lots of detail?
Absolutely. The Gear King sits head and shoulders above everybody else. When he stands up, he's about 8 foot tall. He's currently wearing a long, red, very much a Blackbeard-esque pirate coat, long coat, with tassels and buttons and stuff all hanging off of it. Definitely notes of steampunk off of it. One of the pauldrons is made of metal, whereas the other one is made of like the golden tassel things. Some of his bandolier seems to have some bits and pieces on it that like click and twist as he just kind of interacts with the muskets that are currently loaded into it. He wears a large tricorn that sits atop a bald head. His skin is like a tannish gray, with kind of like dark gray, almost black, like tribal tattoos running across his face and down to his bare chest.
That's me.
He is definitely built and muscular. Probably weighs 400 pounds or more.
Is he an older guy?
He seems like he is a little bit more weathered. His face does show lines of age, albeit the scars that are also across his face. But definitely holds himself with a ease, not a power, but an ease, as if he knows his place. Nice. And everyone does carry a modicum of respect for him everywhere he goes. But he definitely doesn't carry himself with like, I'm king of everything. He carries himself with, I am responsible for everything he does. And like I said, he does carry, currently has 3 muskets strapped to his bandolier that are in this like very intricately designed bandolier, and 2 swords that are sheathed currently hanging underneath the trench coat, which is his clothes underneath are very just straightforward, just traveler's clothes, boots that almost come up to his knee, more billowy kind of brown travel pants, and a green shirt underneath.
Hi, Clash of Crits is an actual play 5th edition D&D podcast that release new episodes every Sunday.
In a world much like your own, actually, it is your own, 3 guys on a cruise get pulled into a whirlpool and find themselves lost into the world of D&D, surrounded by chaos and magic. How will they survive? How will they find their loved ones? How will they get home? Find out on the next episode of...
Hey, Solly, what are you doing over there on the mic? Hey, get off that thing.
What, you over there talking on their microphone?
Come on, Sauls, you know how they get about messing with stuff.
What the hell was he doing?
Get off of there, you scaly rat.
Howdy, y'all. We're Two Monsters Rolling Dice, an actual play tabletop roleplay podcast played in the cinematic Fate Core system, with a new and original score and a cutting-edge sound design.
Fully included.
We're a team of real-life friends and nerds focused on collaborative storytelling, character-driven drama, and immersive original worlds. If you're looking for intrigue, drama, laughs, cowboy duels, dinosaurs, political conflict, mysterious supernatural phenomena, and so much more, all in the style of an old-timey radio dramedy, give us a try. Check us out at twomonstersrollingdice.com or by searching for Two Monsters Rolling Dice wherever you get your podcasts.
Sounds like he's that guy.
Oh, I mean, I was going to talk to him, ask him if he's ever heard anything about reloading.
Reloading?
Yeah, you know, you kind of like pulled out your guns and went, and then just tossed them. What if you like, you know, had more rounds in there, you fire 3 or 4 instead of just 1 and being done?
Why would I do that? I have like 6 guns.
Okay, I hear you, but imagine you had 2 guns and each had 6 shots, as opposed to 6 guns with 1 shot.
Well, these be magic shots, son. They're not quite like I can't just load them in. This here, and he kind of hooks his thumb underneath the bandolier and pops it out. He goes, this here imbibes my shots with different attributes, as it
I
were.
got the same thing, and I pull his cartridges off.
Just shake out your jacket. Cartridges off.
Pull a couple out of Pothole's tank.
Just like
I've been looking for fairy fire for 3 freaking weeks. Just got a pool boy up there.
He got drunk one night and started playing with it inside of his like enclosure.
Oh, if you go check my trousers.
Wild magic has faded at this point, my guy.
No, I wish it hadn't.
Yeah, no, okay, fine. If you go check my trousers, you'll find that I've picked up a few of your cartridges along the way. Yeah, he's standing there naked.
All right.
What did you take false light?
I was gonna give it to you, man.
Oh. He got dressed when he got
You
there.
took aura vitality, didn't you? Damn it.
I'll go ahead and I'll lean over to Robinson. Just, uncle by marriage?
Or did you get all the recessive genes?
Adoption.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Everyone.
Yes.
Wait, that's not weird. I mean, he's adopted.
Yeah,
My-
we adopted
I'm
Tavini
adopted.
and no one said we're cool.
My father was one of the.
That's true.
That's kind of true.
Culture.
My father worked on the Rove for some time, along with my uncle, before my uncle was in charge. My father passed away when I was young, and I had no other family to speak of, so my uncle took me under his wing.
He's got wings too.
Well,
No,
shit, Lucius, get this man another drink.
What kind of whale is
It's
that?
all right. It was some time ago, but yes, he's taking care of me
feeling
as
stingy now,
if
huh?
he was my own family.
Hey, that's pretty sweet. I was just curious. You know?
No, that's all right. It's a bit confusing when I call him uncle, but
Nah, it's fine.
I don't
call
usually
them
drink alcohol,
dads.
and I feel a little bit weird.
That is true.
that
we used to look nothing alike.
would make sense. You definitely do look like them.
You know, someone wise once said that the people that you keep around you, you eventually start to become much like them.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's quite.
Used to be a kid.
Subject.
Oh, you know what?
Yes, I
they
do-
used to
I
say
remember.
around our
Yeah.
parts. Show
pretty
me
cool.
your friends, and I'll show you your future.
Speaking of people who once were, whatever happened to your other friend?
That's a good question.
Wait,
That's
which
a
one?
great
Hold
question. Oh, Yana.
on. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, the one that
Yana.
spoke.
They last time we know they went off. Was it a family thing or?
They had
They were-
something important.
They had
oh
something
yeah,
important,
it was
and we
her
assumed-
brother trying to bring about the apocalypse. Or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Yeah, she had to go stop her brother from summoning a demon.
She
Oh, my.
is. From my, I have absolute faith in Ohiyana, so I don't think she's doing any evil shit. But I do believe that she is like working the other angle. We're working the Balefire Godscar like angle right now, and they're working
Right.
the Levistus angle. The guy that was frozen forever or whatever.
Interesting.
Oh, hey, Crip, you never met this guy.
This is my good friend, Thogren
Thorgren, the named one, the rock render.
Rock Render.
How are you, lad?
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Thorgren. All right. Well, it's good to know that she's doing good out there.
Well,
Presumably, you should
she's a
scry on her,
badass.
maybe.
all right. I'm gonna scry on Oriana. No. Oh, he scries on some
scry on
shit named
Oriana.
Please welcome to the stage, Oriana.
Bust down Oriana.
But she looks enough like Ohiana that he reports back that Ohiana.
She's a stripper now. Oh my god.
Okay. So, you guys are able to rest for a little bit, drink, and eat. Some of your hit points are restored. You are more than welcome to stay the night here if you wish. But the day is still young. You still have opportunities to do things out in the city. Is there anything you would like to accomplish before the day is out?
Robinson.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to find me a really big gold box for religious artifacts.
He's talking about a reliquary.
I need a reliquary.
It's called an aquarium.
I need an aquarium so I can summon angels.
I beg your pardon?
He's drunk.
I am
He
Robinson.
gets
I don't know if you
this.
remember, but I'm literally the shit. Summoning angels, old news.
I don't like when he drinks.
I don't either. I thought we talked to him about this.
You remind me of my father.
And she hated her father.
If you go to Rivets and Sparks, they might be able to help you with that.
Alright, I want to go over to Sparks.
Rivets and Sparks.
No, he's going over to Raver Starks.
I'm gonna go out into town. I'm gonna find River Sparks.
River Sparks.
Investigation at disadvantage.
Yeah, hell yeah, you're gonna make an investigation.
Say less, brother. Alright, that is a 9.
Raver
10
Sparks
total.
is what I
And this is a natural 20, but it doesn't matter.
Awesome frontman.
10 total.
10.
You start walking.
I need a gold box.
DJ Raver Fox.
Are we gonna follow him?
Nah, what's he gonna do? Oh shit! Someone follow him. Pothole.
Pothole just
Yeah.
stands up.
Pothole, go to bed. No, Pothole, go to bed.
Actually, why don't you hang out with us?
I'll go.
Okay. Just make sure it doesn't fall off the side of the world.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Push him off.
I'm good.
I mean, if he's so good, you could probably just push him off.
So Lucius is going to spend some time looking for
I mean, you might be able to help.
Sparks.
I don't know.
Yeah, can I, from a distance, because I don't want him to be like, oh, I'm being followed.
Oh, bro, I didn't know you came with me to this place.
I'll just kind of
That's
hang
stoned.
back a
Just
little
follow
bit
him.
and see if I can find this place as well.
Okay.
I just say it like that. Unnatural 20.
Yeah, you find Rivets and Spark.
Wait, what?
Lucius, hey.
Lucius is nowhere near you.
You think that I would keep an eye on him?
Can't do both. He's
Not
drunk.
without a perception check.
He's drunk.
Hey.
You can either follow him or you can find Rivets and Spark.
You got it.
What are you?
Hey, buddy, where you at? What are you looking at? Over.
Nothing.
No,
we're still at the back.
Lucius.
Oh, sorry.
That's us.
What are you looking at, buddy? What's around you?
No!
No? Over?
Is he being attacked?
Hey, I found the place that you're looking for. The Rivets and Sparks over.
Of you guys.
Oh no, real quick, I think he's forgetting to hold his finger on the button over.
God damn.
Oh god!
And now he holds it on there. What are the rest of you doing as you are taking a reprieve from all of this?
Learning to never drink.
We're
Fair
all
enough.
teetotal.
Fair enough.
Our bodies are our temples. I love like a grand tour or something. I'm a little disorientated, being like unaware of, the nature of my surroundings.
Of course. I'm more than willing to walk around the city for some time, if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah. Learn the history and all that stuff. I love
Of course, yeah. I'm more than happy to do so. Shall we?
Oh, please.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll do some
Very
history.
well. He leads you guys out of the Angry Whale and down the main thoroughfare. And as he walks you guys out into the city, you can see the city is, for lack of a better term, it's like a fantasy steampunk Tortuga.
Oh, nice.
It's
hell yeah!
It's just...
I shall make this place my home.
Like, you said Tortuga because of Uncharted 4, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It is a magical place where
Tortilla got it.
pretty much everything goes. Not everything goes, but like the feeling of just imbibement and enjoyment is pretty much everywhere.
Everyone's here for a good time.
Correct. And everyone that you see is just, it is a hodgepodge of individuals of all shapes and sizes in this place too.
Lucius might be lost, but he's in heaven right now.
It is a machinist Mark
There are dwarves, there are gnomes, you see halflings, you see tieflings, you see lizard folk, you see a couple centaurs walking by at some point.
Once you've seen one lizard folk, you've seen them all.
Yeah, it is. It is a astonishingly diverse place, and it seems like everyone is while again enjoying themselves. It seems like there is an air of ownership of this place, as in everyone who is here knows why they are here and takes that under consideration. Nobody is here on a free ride, as in a manner of speaking. But Robinson can lead you guys around for a couple hours, kind of explaining the city itself. He kind of elaborates about the city itself and tells you guys that while the Rove has been around ever since he knows, the history of the Rove's inception is a little fuzzy. No one quite knows what it is or how it started. But it started out as a sanctuary for those who had no place to go. And as luck would have it, most of the time that is outlaws, outcasts, and pirates. So as the city began to form, the people who were here were all of cut from a similar cloth. And so it just began to build upon itself over many, many years and has now become a thriving kind of home away from home for a lot of people. The Rove continually travels. It stops when it deems it necessary. The navigators are simply individuals who are, according to Robinson, who are in tune with the mind of the Rove, so that way they can tell where they are, where they're going, and when they are stopping. They do not control the direction of the Rove. The Rove moves itself. He also says that he doesn't know, nobody quite knows what the Rove is. They know it is a sentient being, as it does think and feel, and again, the navigators are able to kind of touch that consciousness, yet albeit very briefly. But nobody knows what it is or why it decided to do this. But that is what it does. He says that because of its sentience, it projects a mentality of indifference to the world around it. Okay. So you basically, what he tells you is that at some point in your life, you probably did see the Rove.
Oh, I for sure fucking did.
I did.
But because of its abilities, your mind quickly dismisses it as something else, a trick of the wind or a glare on the light. You don't.
Doctor Who.
It's not invisible, but it is. You would never. Your brain will never fully comprehend you've seen it unless it allows you to do so.
So how does one become a navigator?
I'm not quite sure. Those who have been navigators seem to, as far as I know, have always been navigators. The eldest of them, the Prime Navigator, has been around since the inception of the Rove itself. Whatever the Rove is, and whatever it communicates to these individuals, perpetuates their lifespans. Now, granted, the Prime Navigator is an elf, so they live a long life anyway, but it's older than any elf I've ever encountered.
Can I meet them?
The Navigators?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. That would be more of my uncle's discretion, but we could certainly ask him.
I'll go with you. I would really like that.
Absolutely.
I could kind of figure some stuff out while we're there.
Yes, of course. We can definitely have that conversation. We'll speak to him in the morning. First thing.
Excellent. Tabini, I think you might want to come too.
I always do.
Okay.
And as you guys are walking around, at one point he goes, and this spot, as in your tour, he goes, and this spot here is the main economy of our city, rivets and sparks. The bartering, selling, and trading of goods is all done through here. And you can see it is a large kind of Colosseum-shaped establishment with many carts and tables outside of it, just filled with flea market-esque stuff. Even and there's dozens of people milling through here, shouting like offers and trades, and it is a barter system. It seems like a lot of people are. Nice. Some are trading in goods. Others are trading in monetary gold, and others still are bartering back and forth. But it is it's all kinds of stuff. But he's like, anything you would need here, or we could try to acquire, you would find here. And as he says that, you hear footsteps behind you, and you turn and see Lucius is stumbling this direction with Kenneth leading him after finding him and being able to draw him.
It's River Sparks.
I see it.
It's River Sparks. You found him.
At this point, I feel like Kenneth has used marvelous pigments and made like a little backpack with a rope, like they put on kids.
Oh, it's just on the back. Lanky arms is over.
Even though he has vomited most of his alcohol, he's still drunk apparently.
Yeah.
I'm just enthusiastic right now.
Just like a little child.
I'm having the time of my life.
Oh, it's a leash, one of those leash things.
Yeah, that's what, like one of those leash backpack things that they put on kids, you know?
No,
like,
I thought we were just like, I thought it was like on a reverse Baby Bjorn.
No,
we're just basically some back harness.
No.
You're wandering.
I'm just making sure you don't go too far. I'm not that strong. Maybe I am. Actually, piggybacks.
I'm a skinny dude.
You better be sure
Make
you
a strength
stop
check.
puking.
A strength
You got
check?
this.
Yeah,
Let's just ain't shit.
Gonna puke all over
3.
you.
I get up. I'm like, whoa.
Nope.
Okay.
Did you try to puke on me?
What? No, I just off. I'm sorry. I know you just rocked really fast. Okay. Anyways, Riven's
After the tour is done, Robinson leads you guys back to the Angry Whale, and you guys are provided rooms for the evening, so you guys can rest and do whatever it is you would like to do.
Is there a plaque explaining what kind of whale this is?
No. There is a sign hanging underneath it.
This is whale.
It says the Angry Whale.
This
but
whale
yes,
is angry.
How's it spelled? Because I can tell what kind of whale it is from that.
It's spelled like whale.
How's angry spelled?
The way angry is spelled.
The R's backwards.
He's homeschooled. He doesn't know.
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna. Not even with the response.
Don't do it. Don't justify that, Calvin.
Yeah.
You didn't deserve that shot.
Is it actually like?
I just said it for acceptance. I'm
Did
sorry.
we actually get to go through Rivets and Sparks when we got there? Or
I mean, you can, but we are running into the end of the evening, so we can pick that up next time. You have 2 days before you guys can meet with Fenno, so you will have time next time to conversate and do what you need to do.
Cool.
But you guys are able to bed down for the evening and get your long rest as needed.
Yes, thank goodness.
Yes,
Pothole
actually.
definitely needed to sleep. Like, I needed to sleep. Pothole definitely needed to sleep.
As you all bed down for the night, Zeph.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off of what you said earlier. I don't know if you were joking or not, but you want to scry.
Yep.
Okay. So you sit down as the night begins to wear on in your... You can be your own personal room. It could be a bunk bed, whatever you want.
Can I clarify? I do want to scry Ohiana, not Oriana the dancer.
Correct.
Okay.
That's easy enough to do.
Okay.
You know them very well. I will go ahead and roll.
Or Kiana.
Go ahead and give me the DC for this roll.
I mean, if you have enough juice to do it later, then like maybe.
No. Right before he goes to bed, no way.
Hey. Two party.
Oh yeah, that's
party.
true. The brass light's actually a two-party consent.
So you have a -7.
A -7 to the roll.
Because you're familiar with them, right?
Yeah.
Sick.
I have a lot. Yeah. I'm imagining I can conjure an image of her, or we have.
I'm
an
sure you
image of
can.
her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it
So,
just brings out a beautiful drawing from it.
so a -7,
He's not
and
talented
you're
like
looking
that.
for 17.
Sure.
She's not French and not one of his girls.
Yeah, easily enough. Your mind goes out. You can see the moon is bright at this point, so you're easily able to channel just the energy that is brought with that, and your mind gets propelled out into the world. You quickly hone in on a spot that you don't recognize. It is a village that is a quiet little village. It is dark at this place as well. As you kind of focus in, you can see a small hut with a single light burning in the window. The vision begins to pull into this area, begins to settle into a room with one individual laying on their side on a bed, breathing just in and out. You can see the form immediately and kind of recognize the opalescent skin of Ohiana from here. And as you come in, it is dark in here because the light is this one candle. But go ahead and make a perception check if you would like.
Natural 20.
Okay, I'll make a natural 20.
No, it's a natural 20.
Not far off.
Dang. I'll take it though. It's all about manifesting it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For real. You roll better when you're happy.
For real?
For real.
Ooh.
Good. Glad we
Right.
went there.
Why isn't it here?
Wait a minute.
So sorry for this.
Oh, you're good.
That's how reference was she can like drag around.
23.
Whenever
With
they
a
first-
23. With a 23. You notice the breathing is unsteady. Sporadic. And what you thought was a kind of a dark covering on the bed is blood.
That's not good.
And as you look at the body, you immediately begin to realize, like, horror begins to set into your chest. A cold begins to grip your heart as you see they're hurt. Badly. And the breathing is gasping for air. And you look at their eyes, which are now, you can kind of see in the glint of the single candlelight, are open and wide and staring not off in the distance, but at something. And you kind of turn your vision around and see that standing over them, breathing heavily, heat emanating off of their body.
No way.
Balefire stares down, and you hear under his breath, "One down. Only a few to go." And that is where we are going to leave this episode of the Wild Magic School Bus. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody.
Doesn't sound like it's a good night for Obiana.
Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus, lads. I hope you had as much fun listening to it as we do making it for you. You can catch new episodes each Monday on whatever podcast platform you use. While you're there, leave a review if you want. It actually helps us out. In fact, you should definitely do it. Otherwise, I might be forced to purge you one right in the face. We've got socials too. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wild Magic Pod. Either way, stop by and say hello. We're always happy to meet new friends. See you next time. Vinny, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh. I think
It's
that's
like
why he
if
likes it.
Paula Deen is poor.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck Paula Deen.
Joke's on you, Paula Deen is poor.
In
And
spirit.
racist.
That's why she's poor in
And that's
spirit.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
not
right.
God.
Yeah, that level of prostitution only happens when you don't have any other recourse.
What?
Well, Paula
Who's
Deen.
the Paula Deen that you know?
Oh!
What are you thinking of?
You know, Paula Deen down at the corner.
You know she's fucking around.
And I don't know her.
Okay, biblically.
I don't know her deuteronomically, okay?
I don't know her really.
No, I was just speaking of the corporate sellout that she had become. Paula
yeah.
Deen.
Yeah.
She did
Strangely
prostrate and
enough,
prostitute herself.
Quarter
to be
the
corporate.
quarter Paula Deen is just as racist.
I was gonna say she put aside her true racist tendencies for the corporate American approval. That's bullshit.
We're making
should
this
just
shit
hold on to
Southern
her.
style
Are we still talking
systemic.
about the famous
The famous one, yeah. No, that Paula Dean at the corner, she is just racist. She's never gonna hide.
She's just right. She's not even a prostitute. She's
a racist.
Yells obscenities.
She just yells obscenities at people on the corner.
That's real.
Honestly, that's just
for money. That's what I meant by prostitute.
You know what's funny is that like I was changing out my battery, and I got called a slur I got out for a second. No, like last week I think.
Still angry about
what
it.
slur?
The good one, the classic, the hard R N-word. And I was it was some. I mean, by the time I looked up, they were already down the street. I don't fucking care. It was probably like some teenager in some shitty car. But I thought it was really fucking funny because I was just chilling on my phone, and then I hear that I'm like, what? And I'm like, the fuck?
I'm sorry,
what is that?
That's stupid.
She's a wheeze.
Dude, I've been through worse. It's not that deep. I just think it's funny.
Now I don't even want to make more Paula Dean jokes.
Yeah, now we're sad.
Racism is real.
Although
Racism
she does
makes
have those
everyone
restaurants in
sad.
Nashville, and she refers to everyone that works there as the help. So that's cool.
Yeah, Paula Dean would never say the N-word. Nutrition.
Nutrition! We learn all.
What if it was Paula Dean?